Hi, Karsh Kale here. Welcome to the Score My Gear segment of my interview with Score Magazine, where I'll be talking about some of the gear I use to make music. So I'd like to start with the center of my studio. The one thing that travels with me is my mobile studio, my MacBook Pro, which is loaded up with Logic, which is what I use to compose and produce and mix music. And then from here, the sound card I'm using is the M Audio M-Track 2X2M, which is a great sound card. I also use this when I'm playing bass or playing acoustic guitar or need to record vocals. It's a fantastic sound card, which are attached to two amazing speakers, Adam Audio speakers, which since I've gotten them, they've really improved my mixes, and monitoring is a pleasure with these. And you know, whether I'm sitting close or whether I'm sitting far, these Adam Audios really give me a very crystal clear view and a crystal clear sound and spectrum of the music that I'm making. Then here I have the Arturia Keylab 6.1 controller, which I use when I'm doing drum programming and I'm doing a lot of synth programming and things like that. It gives me a lot of tweakability, and I'm able to work straight from this as a workstation as well. So the next piece of gear I wanted to talk about is my piano workstation, which is my Alesis Rectial Pro, which I use mainly to write music and kind of come up with ideas. And I also use it when I need to record more sensitive parts, when I'm recording piano parts or string parts, but it's really the weighted keys that give me that sensitivity to be able to really render what it is that I'm looking for when I need to work with some sensitive parts. So some more gear that I like to use in the studio, one being my trusty 4-string Yamaha bass, which I use on a few different tracks. And then of course there's my Yamaha 6-string acoustic, which I oftentimes like to tune with an open tuning. This one is in an open D tuning, so that I can play more kind of classical type stuff. So stuff like that. So the last piece of gear I'd like to talk about, which I use often in my studio, are my tablas. These particular tablas were made by one of India's finest tabla makers, Haridas Vhatakar. These are acoustic, tuned to D and E, and my baya, which is also internally mic'd, is enhanced in a way where I'm able to get extra low end when I'm recording, and also a much louder tone and a much better low end when I'm playing live. The mics inside are the Sennheiser 604s, which are often used for internal marching band or orchestral recordings. So these are the tablas that I use when I'm working on tracks, and these are the tablas I used for making the album Touch.